Hi guys, it's Nompilo here. Welcome back to my channel. For those that have been watching my videos, thank you so much for watching. For those that have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. And yeah, we really appreciate everybody here. So today I decided to, it's sort of like a reminder video, but not really, because I'm gonna be talking about a new product that I've been using. You know, I bet this product has been there for a while, but I personally have not used it, so I cannot talk about it. So yeah, on today we're gonna discuss sunscreen, guys, because it's quite boiling. It's not even hot, it's not even warm, it's boiling out there. The sun is right up in the sky, and I feel like I need to do a reminder video because I've gotten a few questions from people regarding sunscreen, those people that have been watching my channel, and I thought I should talk about sunscreen and different types of sunscreens that you can get out there. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys, and let's dive in. So yeah, guys, for those that don't know, you know, that don't have information, or that don't understand why people are like, you need to wear sunscreen, you need to wear sunscreen. You've got what you call UVA and UVB rays, and all of those rays, they come from the sun, and they have an ability to destroy your skin. They cause aging, they can cause skin cancer, and they trigger the production of hyperpigmentation. So especially if you're a skin of color like me, you need to be wearing sunscreen, because people with skin of color are so prone to hyperpigmentation and melasma. You know, when you look at our faces, our skin, for black people, the complexion is not like, it's not overall. If you are light, you've got, like, especially if you are light, you've got areas where you are a lot more darker, and if you are quite darker, you've got areas that are more so like light. Our complexion is not overall, it's not like, it's not an even tone, and that is caused by sometimes the exposure to the sun, and sometimes it's stuff that we are born, it's how our skin is manufactured. Yeah, guys, so what am I saying? What I'm saying is, basically, wear sunscreen, yeah, to protect your skin from aging, right? Wear sunscreen to protect your skin from skin cancer, and wear sunscreen to stop things like hyperpigmentation and melasma happening to your skin. And all of those problems, they can make your skin look a bit aged. Any problem that you have on your skin, it can make your skin look ugh, and obviously it can sort of like knock your confidence. So yeah, I never used to embrace sunscreen until, you know, about 2 years ago, and I discovered that sunscreen really changed my life. And you've got so many types of sunscreen. So on today, I wanted to give a shout out to this sunscreen here by Garnier. I bought this a few days ago, having been recommended by my friend who started using it. And I appreciate that she watches my video and she was like, oh, you know, I don't wear sunscreen, but, and then I think she must have gone to do her own research and find out that actually it protects you from skin cancer, among other things. And more so, touching up on that, if you use a lot of skincare products, or if you are into things like retinol that are anti-aging, you definitely absolutely need to be wearing sunscreen, because it makes your skin sensitive. Retinol will make your skin sensitive to the sun, and generally sitting on the sun makes our skin sensitive, especially if you don't have SPF, because that's when we sort of like find ourselves breaking up. Like I break up, as I said, on my forehead. It's because that area of my skin is so sensitive, and if I'm not wearing a sunscreen, I will struggle like that. Yeah, like I just break up, especially on my forehead. So yeah, back to this sunscreen. It's a SPF of 30. It sells for a £5, which is really good. So I don't want to hear any excuses like, oh, you know, your products are so expensive, the sunscreen you're using is about £20, £30. No, this, guys, is £5. You can get this for £5, and it works for your face and your body. Now, I have used this sunscreen for almost 3 days now, and what can I say about it? First of all, if you have dry skin, you probably will love it. If you have normal skin, you probably will love it. If you have oily skin, you probably will not love it. Okay, you probably will be like, because it is a bit on the greasy side. That's number one. So if I can just show you what I am talking about. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit on my arm. It does go in, but it's a bit oily. Now I have got a combination to oily skin. I can get away with wearing this sunscreen, but you need to be careful how you layer it. You know, like how we are advised that you should wear a moisturizer and a sunscreen. I find that if I wear a moisturizer, like a heavy moisturizer, and try and wear this sunscreen, the two don't work. My skin becomes very oily. So what I had started doing was wearing this as a moisturizer on itself, and which it says on here, protection lotion. It works great as a moisturizer. Some sunscreens, they are not so good at moisturizing. They are good at protecting your skin. They are just mere SPF. But this one is an SPF, and also it is a moisturizer. So if you've got oily skin and you want to try this, try wearing it on its own without putting a moisturizer at the bottom, because it is actually a moisturizer. So that's how you can sort of like work around its heaviness. But actually it does go in, because you know, I popped it there, around there, and yeah, it does absorb really well, only that it's a bit on the heavy side. Now I did wear this sunscreen in the morning, and as you can see, I've got foundation on. It does work well with foundation, but to stop that oil from creeping out and actually being more greasy, I had to use powder first, and then my foundation, and then powder. That's how I'm like this. And I cut, like, as you can see, the shine is popping out. So I wore this makeup around 10:30 in the morning, and what time is it now? It's sort of like 9 o'clock in the evening. I keep just dabbing some powder there, as you can see, because I am a bit oily in the T-zone. So yeah, I keep dabbing a bit of powder just to make sure that the greasiness doesn't become, you know, too much on my face, because I hate being greasy. I love to glow, but I hate being greasy. Nobody likes being greasy. Okay, so if you're gonna use it, especially if you've got oily skin, incorporate a lot of powder, because the powder is gonna keep that oiliness at a minimum. Yeah, but generally guys, this SPF is really good. It's really amazing. I love the fact that it works well with makeup, but it's really amazing, and you get a lot in here. As you can see, it's quite like a big tub. You get a lot from here, because you know, you can even use this for your body. So you don't need a different sunscreen for your body or a different sunscreen for your face. You can use this for your body, and it is amazing, because I'm using it on my body, especially those areas that are exposed, my neck, where you tend to get lines and wrinkles, and then on my arms as well, because my arms are proper exposed. So yeah, I love this sunscreen, and I'm just giving it a shout out, and I'm using it, and I haven't really seen anything wrong with it, except for the fact that it's quite heavy. So if your skin does not like heavy stuff and you are oily, you may, I don't know whether you may want to try it, but maybe get a smaller size if there's a smaller size. But for me, I love it. It works beautiful. Another sunscreen which I'm using, and I've done a video on this, but I'm gonna repeat because somebody said, oh, I love to wear sunscreen, but I don't know which one to get. It all depends, guys, on how your skin is. If you've got oily skin, obviously this may not work for you. But if you have oily skin and your skin is not dry, it's got the consistency of a serum. It's very liquidy, but you can use this with your moisturizer, a heavy moisturizer. It sinks in like that. Very sharp, very amazing. SPF of 30, UVA and UVB protection. And compared to this one, which is for a $5, this one sells for about £20. So some people may not like the price. That's why I went out to look for this one. When my friend was like, oh, I'm using a serum and an SPF of £5 and it's really good, I went to look for it. Not that I needed it, but I needed to try it out for people that don't want to spend that much money on an SPF. But this SPF, I've said it before, it's really good if you've got oily skin. Like me, I've got oily skin. It works wonders. It's amazing. It's beautiful. So I've done a detailed video on this if you want to check it out. But only thing I want to stress on this video is this is good for people with really oily skin, because when you apply it, it's sort of like matte, but not really. It's not like it leaves a cast and it absorbs. Another thing to say about this one, it doesn't leave a cast, which is good. So yeah, on to the third sunscreen that I have. I bought this, I think it's from Look Fantastic. I was actually just trying. I think this is one of the, I think it was the second sunscreen that I bought after the Caudalie one. And I wanted to try this out because this, guys, is a sunscreen of 30. This is the packaging. Sunscreen of 30. However, it's a primer. So this one is a lotion. This one is sort of like of a ceramic consistency, and this is a primer. So if you're gonna wear foundation, I love this. But this small guy here comes at a price. I think it's about 17 for a 12 ml. So about £17 for a 12 ml. And yeah, it's Dermalogoca. It's really amazing. Like, the price, I don't know if you're gonna say it's expensive, but it's sort of like right there on the like expensive side. It's an amazing brand, but this costs £12, which for some people, I'm gonna be fair. This costs for about £17, which for some people, I'm gonna be fair, because I think it's expensive. I brought it, but I think for such a small size, I think it is expensive. So guys, looking at the consistency of this, let me bring it down here. Right, so this is how it is. So it's not runny, it's not a lotion, it is actually, you know, a primer. It works well for your foundation. Honestly, guys, it actually does grip your foundation, and it sort of like gives you like a glow, which I think that's what they said here. Like, it's light, sort of like light reflecting, and it's UVA and UVB. So yeah, the point that I wanted to make in this video is, you know, referring to the question that somebody asked me. You can get, there is a wide variety of SPF out there. You've got SPF that is tinted. Some people say it's good, but I've never tried it, because I have this thing like tinted anything will not work for my skin, because even my foundations, you know, black people will struggle getting a proper foundation for a proper tone. Some people end up mixing 3-4 foundations to get something that is almost equivalent to their tone. So I haven't really tried tinted sunscreen, but some people say it works well. You've got lotion sunscreen. You've got some moisturizers that are in SPF of 10-20, which ideally you would need to top up an SPF of 30 and above. 30 and 50 is what I've used, but I've got a moisturizer which is in SPF of 20, which is not enough. So yeah, guys, know your skin type, and then really look into your sunscreen to see what they say. Go into the shop and test out. If any problems, you know, you can always refer back to this video. This is good for people with dry skin, on normal skin, this is good for people who use foundation, and highly likely normal, maybe oily skin, you can get away with it. If your skin is dry, you probably could do with an SPF, that is a lotion. And this is good. I think this can fit in everywhere and anywhere. This can fit in everywhere and anywhere, but this, I found that it is a bit on the heavy side. It's a bit on the greasy side. However, it doesn't leave a cast. So yeah, if you want to try this guy out here, it's from Dermalogica. That's up to you. But I would say it really works amazing with foundation. So let me just do that. Let's see how. Can you see? It doesn't really take a lot to blend it in. Can you see? It's all blended in, but you can feel the consistency of a primer in it. You can feel that it's actually proper gripping. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think about sunscreen, but I would advise everybody to be wearing sunscreen. I know it's something that as black people or as people of color, we were not advised. Even some white people, don't wear sunscreen all year round. Some will be wearing sunscreen in summer, but in just summer, but we really need to wear an SPF all year round. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye.